Hi everybody, Varangian Gamer here. Welcome to the Danelaw campaign, where we've formed the Danelaw, and I think we've had a couple of hunts and a feast to celebrate before we're trying to let our armies replenish and our levies replenish in particular. That was why we went on a few activities rather than went straight into expanding our borders into Gwynedd and Mercia. War has broken out with one of our allies, and it's Jarl Bjorn over in Sweden. Let's quickly have a zoom out and have a look. So he's got 5,000 soldiers, and the attackers have 2,000, but I imagine 3,000 of those are us. So the feast or the hunt is now over, and it's time we raised our armies and went to assist our rather aging looking Jarl Bjorn. Just like to say up front at the beginning, if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. A subscription would be absolutely amazing. And give me a comment. Let me know what you're liking about it, what you're not liking about it, and any feedback is more than welcome, particularly if it's constructive as well. So let's get into it. Okay, we are heading back from the North Riding where our hunt took place. We will raise all our armies, and that's going to take 3 days. Then we shall head over and assist Jarl Ivor. Arrival. At long last I am finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in the North Riding after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. My entourage reports we have journeyed for 73 days and traversed 3 baronies. Thank Odin I can go inside again. Yeah, not too quickly, because I think we may need to head across to the Baltic. We've got an available perk, a martial perk. What could we go for? Siege progress against revolts. We could, I think that's possibly a good choice, because we are ruling over a nation of Anglo-Saxons at the moment. We've yet to convert them to our culture and our religion, so there could be several factions arising, and particularly as we perhaps expand our borders even more. Well, there we go. A faction is created against us, so they're not powerful enough at the moment to cause an uprising. But yes, you never know. That could occur quite quickly. Let's go. Oh, that's a strange. Well, yes, okay. He's going up the inlet there. I thought that was a bit of a strange route, but the potential battle looks like it's going to go in our favour. We have undisciplined recruits, though. Not good. Today I am observing Mayor Onunda as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganised mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. This display of ineptitude is an embarrassment to the Kingdom of the Danelaw and cannot be tolerated. Yeah, he's a mayor in the city of Bridlington. So I could teach him what I know about command, but yeah, we are wrathful, so I don't think that we are going to take very kindly to the mayor and his mess up here. Cheer him up. Oh, never mind. It'll all be all right. No, I'm sorry. We are chastising you. We will gain dread. He already doesn't like us. His opinion's minus 52. So what's another loss of 20 opinion? Yes, sometimes some people may need a cuddle, but sometimes they need a kick up the backside, and that was a kick up the backside. So he's retreating, so I wonder whether to change and just siege their capital, while Bjorn, I think, is sieging, yes, the main antagonist's capital over there. We shall keep an eye on this army and see where they head. Okay, so we've got a task finished as well. So the increased counter control in Lancashire. Let's have a look. Yeah, control in Jorvik. Yeah, control across a lot of our land is low. I wonder if that was why our levies were not replenishing so quickly. Where are we? Right. Other increased control in the North Riding. Yeah, that shouldn't take long because it wasn't too low. And then we'll set him to work on some of the other counties as well. So I could station besiegers. We became the new dynasty head. Interesting. Yeah, so if we station besiegers, the rest of the army could still tackle one of the enemy armies. Doesn't appear to be running this time, so it looks like a... Oh! Yeah, he's off, but he's not gone quick enough. So we have caught them, and the battle looks like it's going to go well and truly in our favour. It would be useful to get some good hostages here. We did get an enemy combatant capture, but nobody too significant, I don't think. So this siege is nearly won. We'll merge these armies back together. And I think we'll head north to besiege more of the... Oh, the war score's gone to 100, so... Oh, because we captured Jarl Ivan. Okay, brilliant. Child of my destiny, Elin, the daughter of Jarl Erika of Yeland, has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the Alfstigard dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. That looks like a good name. It's certainly one I cannot pronounce. I don't think there's much chance that we would end up playing as him, so I'm not going to have to say that name very often, I hope. So, yeah. May you grow strong and wise. There's no need to start besieging and sending the army to their deaths in a protracted siege when the war is about to hopefully be completed anyway. There we go. We won the war. We gained some dread, some legitimacy. We've imprisoned Chieftain Freya. Whether we can ransom him is another matter. Let's disband our armies. Head back to the Danelaw. There's some internal strife. And let's just hit pause a second. So, have we got... Yes, we can ransom Jarl Ivar for 72. So we'll hang on and you know, try and get the full 100 there. Yeah, a lot of this I think we already knew. We could declare wars. The alliances, yeah, were not particularly fantastic at all. So I think it's really all about getting the military, getting the army back up to full strength again. I'm passing through Doncaster, the capital of my spymaster, Mayor Alfgeir's. The capital of my spymaster, Mayor Alfgeir, when I receive an invitation to visit his palace. As I arrive, he welcomes me with open arms and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. That sounds a lot like how my castle would probably look. The amount of projects I start and yeah, never get finished drives my wife crazy. I will stay for a while. Maybe I can help him out. No immediate effects. Or I'll leave first thing in the morning. I would lose some stress. I haven't got any stress at the moment. I don't think any of our personalities sway me either way to one or the other. So why not stay? We'll stay in sunny Donny, and we'll see what that throws up at us. Okay, so our men at arms are back at full strength. Our levies, well, we had 3,000 at the beginning of the war, so at least it should go back up to 3,000. I don't know why it's not going up to the full nearly 6. That could be down to the control level, so we'll see whether that improves it. But back to the visit. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building projects all over the place, most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. Mayor Alfgeir's palace is a mess. I think I can help him out with the dining hall. Stewardship challenge, 66%. I'm not particularly well known for my stewardship. The books, the poor books. And this is a learning challenge, which I'm even less well known for my learned opinion. And the chest of gold is very unguarded. I should warn him. That's an even lower possibility. So out of all of them, I'm more likely to probably go down the stewardship. So I think I can help out in the dining hall. Whether we will actually help. Despite all my efforts, Matt Alfgeir's dining hall seems to be in a worse state when I am done than when I started. One of those people. Good intentions, but it never quite worked out. Things might not be going great, but there are other areas I can still help out. Well, that didn't go well, so I just think now is the time for bed. Okay. I spot Mayor Alfgeir by the entrance, waiting to see me off in the morning. As I walk up, I hear him muttering to himself. He really messed the place up. He ruined my dining hall. After a quick goodbye, I am soon on the road back home again. It's probably for the best. Yeah, I mean the place sounded in a shambles anyway. How much more damage could I have actually done? Yeah, I'm unsure about that. Jarl Halfdan doesn't have a great many soldiers himself, but he has an alliance with Leon, who have 1,000. So between them, they've only got 1,500. Mercia has 1,500. So whichever way we went, it'd probably be an even. Well, there's a similar challenge. They hold Lancaster, and they hold counties of Lancaster, but we hold the Earldom of Lancaster. So that should really be the first one I think we'd go for, if any. So let's have a look. Can we declare a war? We can't declare a war for the duchy yet because our level of fame is less than illustrious. It's not far from being illustrious. 300 away. At 4 a month, that's still a number of years. What other activities that probably could speed that up? Oh, we could go raiding. Oh, of course, we're Vikings. Oh, how ridiculous. I completely forgot about that. What if I raised my army? No, I don't like to do it from that one. Raise all as raiders. Okay, 3 days. Right. So we don't get the full strength. We just get 1,300. There's 16 gold there. And they have 800 soldiers. So we could do a raid in the Irish Sea. Okay, we will head there. We don't actually have to set sail. We will be raiding over. Well, we're going to have to set sail a little bit, but it's saying there's a strait, so it's not exactly our ships setting sail and rowing up the rivers. My brother Jarl Ivar has honoured me with a visit and has brought one of his courtiers along. Ivar approaches me excitedly. Well met, King Halfdan. It pleases me to see you thriving here in the North Riding. It occurred to me that Kunigund here might be of service in your court. She has a myriad streams of influence and ways to take care of things quietly. I would make use of her myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see her great talent go to waste. Won't you take her and unleash her potential? So she's a Catholic Bavarian. How has she ended up in your court, Jarl Ida? I do not know. She does have a high intrigue score. What does our current? Yeah, our current spymaster is not great, but he is a powerful vassal who expects that position. I mean, you know, we're promoting the Norse culture over here. I don't think we need to, and the true Asatru faith. So we would have spent 75 prestige to accept her to our court, and Jarl Ivar would have gained 15 opinion. It's already at 44. Oh, if we turn it down, Jarl Ivar becomes our rival. But we get 150 prestige, which is kind of what we need. Although, you know, we're not playing min-max here, we're doing it in a roleplay way. Would I accept? I don't think I would, but then also I'm not too sure. No, I'm politely declining. We don't need it. If Jarl Ivar takes that in the wrong way, and that's on Jarl Ivar. If you want to see that and become a rival, fair enough. A total misunderstanding. Yeah, it's gone down to a real negative now. And he does have a border, Jarl Ivar. He's got bits of land dotted all over the British Isles. Don't think about that yet. Keep moving. I'm raiding this town. Oh, I mean, alliances, they do come in handy, but God, they can be annoying. So, my dear brother, this is Jarl Sigurd, snake in the eye. I call on you to honour our alliance and join me in the Ylander conquest of the chiefdom of Robas. 2,300 soldiers with 700, so about 3,000 soldiers. He's significantly outnumbered, so he does need me. Let's accept. Let's at least raid this settlement before we head back across the North Sea again. Honestly, we came from across the North Sea to settle land here in the British Isles, and we're spending more time back in Scandinavia than over here. Okay, so we raided, we looted the gold. We also took some prisoners, good prisoners, so we'll ransom those for extra gold. So it was probably worth carrying on with that. Now, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where my raiders have been raised, but not the rest of my army. If I raise all here, will that improve? And then bring them back and we can join them all up. Yeah, that's another 1,500, so that's the rest of the army. What notifications have we got? Yeah, prisoners again. Yeah, good. That's creeping up towards back up to 100. As long as he doesn't die in our cells. I keep forgetting about Jarl Ubba and him not having, at least I don't believe, any children, because yes, so he's going to lose. We're going to lose land because he has a concubine. Okay. Well, there's a chance that he may have an heir. Maybe slightly illegitimate, but an illegitimate heir is better than no heir. So we brought the loot back. That's good. It's going up to 79. It's going to be a while before that reaches the 100. Okay, merge those, and what have we got? 2,900. Okay, I wonder if we sort of land here. That's another ally that seems to have joined the war. Yes, with another good amount of soldiers. When our armies come in, we could attack, hopefully from the south. Quick cup of tea. Yeah, they're on the run. They're trying to get to them before we do now. Whoops. Chances are even. We'd lose a few men due to attrition. Okay, no, we'll stay. We'll stay there. Oh, I didn't want you to leave completely. Come on, let's join those allies. Because it's going against him at the moment. Can we turn the tide of the battle? It looks like we can. So the allied armies are going to win. Uh-oh. So, typhus, camp fever. I have heard stories about brave soldiers dying like flies before they even set foot on a battlefield. But me, a king. Uh-oh. This aching, feverish nightmare is not a fate meant for me. As yet another meal forces its way up my throat, I pray for redemption, my nostrils stinging with a sharp stench of bile. Send for a physician and now. Physician and now. Absolutely. This is not a way that a Viking should die. So there's no plague in our area. I wonder if that's just something that's happening there. Yeah, we're on death's doorstep. We do have a player there, don't we? We're not. Yeah, we're okay. Oh well, this is one of the challenges that the game throws in our direction. We tipped the war score slightly. No, let's not move again. Are we besieging anything there? Finally, my servants have found some people who might be fit to serve as court physician. Either way, I fear I cannot afford to be picky now. Apparently Grettir is quite experienced. Yes, he's a novice physician. Still struggling with that word. Oh, he's a poet. Sure, that's going to come in handy. If he doesn't make me better, he can just read poetry to me. I'd be paying 50 for him and he would get a salary of 0.1 gold. Brigir seems enthusiastic, if nothing else. He's also a novice physician. He's also a berserker. You don't want him to start going berserk because he's like giving you delicate treatment. Well, I think he's the better one. His aptitude is average and his aptitude is poor. Yeah, okay, there's no choice there. Time for treatment. The grim smell of bubbling tinctures and mashed salves assaults my senses as I make my way through to my physician's Grettir's workroom. He looks up from an unction that he is preparing. The time has come, my lord. I know of several ways to treat your typhus. I would recommend drastic measures, but the choice is yours and yours alone. He grimaces. It will not be pleasant. Fantastic. He does look particularly ill. Yeah, he's not looking great at all. I think it's too late for caution. A risky treatment may have great outcomes, but could also lead to worsened symptoms of permanent injuries. It's too late. We need to get better. Oh, and it didn't go well. The powder was yellow and had a delicious scent. I was distraught to see Gettier mix it with brimstone and sprinkle it over the still tepid gallbladder of a beaver. Well, maybe that's why there are no more beavers in England. The animal had been found rabid, frothing from the mouth, exhibiting clear signs of the illness. We fight evil with evil, my lord. I mean, this is the medieval period where, you know, medicine was not at its finest. Even this seems a little bit crazy. I thought it would be impossible to feel worse than I already did, but Gettier sure proved me wrong. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The gallbladder of a rabid beaver. Oh, it's getting close to dinner time as well, making me feel hungry. This will not happen again, you understand me? Chastised. We all knew the risks, you are forgiven. Guards, put him under lock and key. This traitor deserves to die. Well, yeah, that sounds like what Halfdan would do. I mean, he's really messed up. We'd kill him, we'd gain some piety. It is an act of tyranny. Some of our subjects would lose opinion. We'd also lose some legitimacy. And I gain botched disease treatment for a year, severe penalty. Well, the traitor deserves to die. I mean, I honestly don't know whether we are going to last for that penalty for a year. The betrothal can get married. Who will be betrothing to? Player heir and son. Get married to our niece. Keep it in the family then. That solidifies this alliance. So, okay, where's my army? We are not besieging anything. Oh, the flies! Look, we have got terrible diseases. Oh, he didn't last long at all. Oh, let's go that all the way down in case I. Well, there we go. You have died. King Halfdan of the Danelaws finally found peace at 48 years of age. He died after a botched treatment. Quick to anger, his castle often resonated with the thunderous echo of his screams. King Siegfried ascends the throne, unable to tell a lie. Many fear that his bluntness may not be fit for the delicate intricacies of politics. Continue as King Siegfried. Yeah, there's Halfdan. Looking, yeah, particularly, well, not great. Not great at all. So yeah, let's continue as Siegfried. Let's have a look. Show the titles. King Siegfried inherited the Kingdom of the Danelaw, the Earldom of Jorvik, the Earldom of North Riding, and the Earldom of West Riding. Prince Gudfrid of Halfdanson got the Earldom of Northumbria, and Prince Ragnar Halfdanson got the Earl of East Riding and the Earl of Lincolnshire. So our holdings have been split amongst all of King Siegfried's brothers, the lineage. Okay, so this is going to give us numerous things to have to look at again before we unpause. Okay, oh, we have unpaused. Let's stop. So yeah, factions are rising up. Our brothers and our uncle. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, turmoil. Turmoil in the kingdom. Let's go back. So we now currently only have 2 holdings, which has severely reduced our income. I mean, that's a negative because we've got the armies raised as well. So we could hold court, grand tournaments, grand tours. Yeah, again, I don't think these are the time. This is the time. Well, you never know. Maybe eventually, after the war is complete over in Denmark. We've not nominated a successor. We will come to that. So let's have a look at our new protagonist. King Siegfried Halfdan, son of the Danelaw. He's gregarious, so Siegfried enjoys spending time with other people. He's honest, he values truth and sincerity highly, and he's compassionate, both merciful and sympathetic. Siegfried is warm-hearted. Okay, sounds like a good all-round bloke. He's a naive appeaser. Siegfried has been somewhat educated in the art of diplomacy, but is nevertheless more often an embarrassment to himself than those around him than not. He's got quite a high diplomacy score. He is a hunter. He's taken up the call of the wild, so he is on the hunter trait path of the Venator, but he's a long way off getting anything there. Then he's a legitimised bastard, so yeah, that knocks his diplomacy down. This dynasty. He was born a bastard, but has since been legitimised. So that's our new. Yeah, so he's no children. Oh yeah, so he only just got married. She's only 16. She's a comfort eater. Well, yeah, I know how she feels. Okay, well we'll let nature run its course there. I think she's only 16 after all. She's got a lot of years in front of her. Hopefully. Okay, but we can choose a lifestyle and diplomacy. We did have a diplomacy education, so I think we're obviously going to go down that route this time round. So we focus on understanding people and their motives, how to handle other realms, how to win the unwavering loyalty of your subjects. We could go for the foreign affairs focus, the majesty focus, or the family focus. Okay. One can never have too many friends near or far. This is the kind of the route, the diplomat route to the foreign affairs. We've got forced vassalization, casus belli, close at hand. Yeah, I think we'll go down this. We never have too many friends. Title creation cost as it is lower, that's good. We can propose alliances without marriage, also quite good. Shorter truces and no prestige penalty for breaking them. Doesn't sound like he would break a truce, just with him being quite a decent person. But we'll go down that route. Okay, we've got no perks that we can actually take at the moment. Let's have a look at our council. So we need to appoint all our councillors. We've got decent Riksgodi. He's still working in the North Riding. That's going to take quite a while. Yes, so we still know the realm's going to lose land. So which powerful vassals? There's 3. Okay, so not fantastic. 12 and 12, so he could be the marshal or the steward of the realm. Again, not fantastic. And Jarl Ubber. Okay, so doesn't like us, and I think maybe appointing him could appease him slightly. So we are now into a positive. So maybe we can persuade him to abandon his faction. So we don't need a marshal anymore. So 12 stewardship. Okay, so yes, our other brother we will appoint, and that's pushed his opinion higher. So that's one of the other factions that may disband. And out of the ones that are left, so it's our other brother. Well, let's make it a trio of brothers on the. Although he's not fantastic, and then we need to look for a chancellor, and we can just go for the highest that we've got, just a courtier. Yeah, would he give a courtier? He'd give it a vassal, wouldn't he? He says he's a powerful vassal as well. Okay, So they all kind of like us, so that's quite good. Now, we probably don't have any land that has low control. Oh, we do. The West Riding, still low control. I thought because we lost so much of our held counties that we may not have anymore. So he can work there. So 4 years. Get that down. Of course, this is going to affect our overall. Oh, it's still high. Okay, well, doesn't look like that's affected it too much. What else is it saying we can do? Negotiate alliances. I think we need to get these alliances. We're in a we're in a weaker position at the moment. These are all internal, so I'm positive now if we get these alliances, those factions will disband. So let's get them all. He wants to secure his new realm. We'll get that. So yeah, I presume the rivalry is over as well. That could be a good alliance. The other two, yeah, not so much. So we could also, I think that's a one to take. Oh, he won't accept. Oh, because we're at war. Okay, we'll come back to that one. This one I'm not so bothered about. We will inherit titles. The Kingdom of second in line for the Kingdom of Sweden. Why is that? He has an heir, and his heir have children. Okay, not sure why we might get those. The others are third and fourth, so yeah, probably quite unlikely. Active election. So we have no children to vote for at the moment. He's going to be our player heir, so I think it's worth voting for him. And then when we get children, we may look at switching our vote. We could appoint a successor. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. If that carries on going down, we may take advantage early of. In fact, let's release him. It's my father. He was my father's prisoner. We will take the 85 gold, and we can hold court. Let's see how far away. We're 20. Got a good war score. Where are all our allies? Look at this. This is the. I think is this the. Can we find out in that area what's going on? I wonder whether that was the typhus that killed Halfdan. Okay, well let's increase the speed again. So one of our brothers has accepted our alliance and the faction was disbanded. My uncle disbanded his faction. Jarl Ivar has accepted. My brother has accepted. To the charming King Sigfrid of the Danelaw, your brother Prince Ragnar has slain my sister Countess Edberg in a dishonest brawl. Ah, it's not very honest, is it? I demand satisfaction for this slight. Who are you? You are the petty king of Mercia, and he's our brother. Whatever it takes to make this well again. Okay, so let's get to a different mindset now. Ragnar will plead for. So yeah, whatever it takes to make this well again. We would pay 15 gold and spend some prestige, and we would increase various opinions. That sounds like the diplomatic option to take, doesn't it? Or one of the diplomatic options. Ragnar will plead for your forgiveness publicly. I don't think we would do that. We are compassionate. Compassionate towards him, but that's not very... Do we show compassion to a brother who has slain a woman? We don't know whether she was defenceless or not, I suppose, but still, it's not good. And, good one, Ragnar. Well, yeah, I don't think that's going to be what we would do. I think whatever it takes to make this well again, I think that's the diplomatic option. Okay, we're not besieging anything. We don't have a commander in charge. So one of my brothers, Prince Dyer, died of typhus. So yeah, okay, so that was our player heir, as it stood. This typhus has really been bad. Yeah, okay, so maybe he wasn't a player heir. Jarl Ubber is our next player heir. So he did die. Died of typhus. So soon after his dad. Let's cast another vote. Jarl Ivar's getting in on the voting. Interesting. We'll vote for Ubber. That could be a bad. Well, that could be a bad idea, couldn't it? It looks like he leans on Ubber because he's a very skilled marshal. So yes, we will vote for Ubber in the meantime and see what happens if and when we have children of our own. Oh God, it's really. Is this? Did he die of? He died of typhus as well. Our Rickscody. Oh, where are we? Okay, so we got a decent one in. That's gone back to 21 years. Changing religions are something that do not happen overnight. We can appoint a champion. A worthy successor, apologies. Oh, he's looking at this typhus, it's terrible, isn't it? A life to remember, Dyer. The recent death of my brother, Prince Dyer, has left his loved ones grieving the loss of a great man. As one of those closest to the deceased, I could take up the mantle of hosting a suitable funeral. It is a tradition amongst good Asturians that we bury our noblest with a boat, the better to carry them to Valhalla, and surely Dyer deserves this high distinction. A small, symbolic stone ship would suffice. That would cost us 50. A grand stone ship, the better to impress Tia, 75 gold. An ornate sailing ship, Dyer deserves the best, would lose 100. This is all outrageously expensive. We would lose 150 prestige. I think he would go. I think he would do something. I think it'd be more likely to do an ornate sailing ship for his father. We didn't get that option. So a small symbolic stone ship. I mean, did you amount so much? Really? Yeah, a small stone ship. Sorry, that was one of the cheaper options. Oh, and now Saga's died. So this war that we have entered on behalf of, well, what was our brother, now our uncle, has absolutely decimated the family. It really has been a nightmare. We don't have any successors in there. This is the least of my worries. The walls are way off being complete. I think maybe we should go to our royal court. We've got a new court artifact. That would be the mighty stag skull. That's on the wall. And a foul smell. My liege, a word please. My Chancellor, Mayor Alfgeir, approaches me during a brief lull while attending court matters. He gestures to a less populated spot in the room, and I follow him there. I'm concerned about the state of the North Riding Castle. While holding a meeting in one of the rooms, we all noticed a horrific smell. It must have come from the latrines on the floor below. I implore you to consider paying to fix the neglected parts of this building. Wow. I'll ensure that the problem gets fixed as soon as possible. We'd lose 50, but the mayor would gain opinion. My steward can handle this matter. The steward isn't fantastic, so we could either lose 15 if it went well, or 75. So it's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, it is a bit of a gamble. Ugh, just plug the hole in the floor. Yeah, he loses opinion, and we get smelly court. Yeah, that's not the option that the diplomat would do. I think we'll let our steward, we'll take the gamble. He didn't do particularly well. So we had to pay 75. We can hold court, so let's hold court, and then we may call this one a day for the time being. Let's hear our petitioners. I am met by a poor Catholic, a vision of humility and supplication. Glorious King, I come to plead that you stop the priests that harass the North Riding's people and drive them to adopt a Sartu. We are Anglo-Saxon. Our traditions differ from the great Norse people. Let us maintain the customs of our ancestors and worship God in peace. Be merciful, my lord. So, a Sartu priest will leave Catholics alone. We'd have to spend some piety, but we'd get religious tolerance. Ymir demands payment from non-believers. We would gain 15. The Sartu does not have the tax non-believers tenet, so that would cause us stress because we are dishonest. Or Loki awaits you, heathen. We would gain 250 piety and 10 dread. Oh, well, so okay, I thought, sorry, there's a fourth option here as well, isn't there? Yeah, so that would result in us killing Wolf North, which is why we would get 100 stress, and that would be critical. So I thought that was the way we were going to go, but I just think, yes, okay, there you go. He just says no. No, that's simple, short and sweet. The development growth and the popular opinion goes down, but I think you can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, and so if we are going to convert these lands, we can't take a step backwards. So it's a no. It's a no from me. My brother, Prince Gudfrid, smiles invitingly before stepping forward to voice his petition. Brother, I seek your aid in combating the issue of the lack of sheriffs in Northumberland. He pauses to sigh. I cannot fix the problem with the resources I have. I ask for any aid that you can spare. Brother, yeah, so I can give you some gold to solve the problem. We pay 50 gold. It's just, money is just going out hand over fist here, isn't it? My steward can offer you advice. We get 10 opinion, and he would get receiving advice plus 2. We would lose stewardship and a health penalty. You're at fault for being so incompetent. Sort this mess out yourself. Again, based on his personality, I don't think the last one is. I think it's kind of halfway between these. We'll lean on our steward again. He was terrible, losing us more money, but this time he can go and help out and advise. The monster of Westmoreland. A haggard-looking peasant now stands in front of me. My lord, I beg for your help. A monster prowls the forest of Westmoreland, killing cattle and farmers alike. Few have seen it, but the mangled remains of its poor victims leave no doubt. It's clearly a huge boar, as bloodthirsty as few have ever seen. Please send your strongest hunters to save us from its voracious jaws. Again, there's a money option. Take this gold and hire some hunters yourself. I shall fell the beast myself. That sounds like your problem. Yeah, again, I don't think that is what we would do. What's our prowess like? 14. Bracketed as good. I shall fell the beast myself. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room. Having business to attend elsewhere, others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. My work here is done. Okay, I think that's where we're going to stop. We're about to head out to deal with this monstrous boar. We are in a war that the greatest enemy has been typhus and not the opposing soldiers, although they could be quite soon. They look like they could be closing in on us. They're 3,000 against our 2,300, so that could go badly over there as well. Yeah, tumultuous, I think, is what it has been. We will draw it to a close. Again, you know, I'd love it if you could give me a like or any comments. That would be superb. Maybe a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy it, but please tell me why. And yeah, any comments of similar experiences where not of dying of typhus, obviously, but of yes, where an illness has completely decimated the family. We'll leave it there. Come back for the next episode in a few days' time. In the meantime, look after yourselves and cheers!